Assalamu alaikum. In this video, in the lesson, now cover the object-oriented programming concept. We introduced you. We talked a little about the OOP, which comprises of the data contained in fields and form controls object, right? Associated algorithm and the code and syntax, right? So, so the basic advantage you have while doing object-oriented, so you are focused to the each building block approach. All right. So as you might have seen the prefabricated homes, they have the whole lots of uh, the building blocks, and they just plug them each. They're making some interfaces so that they for each blocks are set together in a proper sequence manner. So they build a whole the housing project, right? So and the the advantage of object-oriented programming is that um, it is easy to uh, to manage, to administer, and and for the larger applications, the whole teams are uh, working for specified project objects, man dedicated to object forms, and and in the end, when they are joined together in a collective endeavor, so the very well systematic way they are integrated together, and a very huge set of um applications are are combined, and good system is made, right? So the object oriented application is is far much better to troubleshoot, far much efficient to manage as compared to the ordinary traditional programming, which we use, which is nowadays has become redundant, means has become obsolete, and uh, you have to be object oriented. Your application has to be object oriented. As you can see that some objects in Excel, while we are talking about the VBA, the Excel has its own classes, right? The workbook class and it has further objects, and each object has certain properties, right? And each object has certain methods as well. Okay, what is the difference between property and method? You can say that deletion of a row, no, a selected row, and you say delete. So delete is a method; it's an operation, right? It is not a property. But if you say the cell width of the column width of this column is 8.27, this is a property. This is the width property of column K, which is set to 8.45 100 pixels, right? So this is the property. So similarly, there are in the form, if you see in your purchase order form, which we have been working. So let's go to the purchase order form, right? Mm, Yeah. So this is our project purchase order form. It has so many objects, right? This is a field object. It has its own properties. It's an auto tab, it's an auto size, These all are the attributes of the field which can be set, can be altered, and each have its own behavior, right? So this is the beauty of the object-oriented language programming, is that you're focused to do something irrespective, and it is not going to disturb your other elements of the system. So, all you need to do is set some property or get some property and work on it. Okay. So we will show you an example of class. Like, for example, you see my class. You create how do we create a my class? You right click and insert, and then you go and create a class. And you can name this class anything, like I have named it my class, right? Okay, so let's remove it. This is how you remove the program, the class. Okay, so when you create a class, and you have three options, three sections. The top one is, as usual, in the it is a general declaration area in which the private or public variables are defined, right? The next is then you set the property of this class. Okay, the class name is my class dot, and these all are methods and the property. These are the property, which is a get property, right? This is the property, which is the let property. And there can be so many other your own customized properties you can create, right? And these are the parameters sensors. So don't get confused about it. We just want to give you a start to go to the uh, this class programming, right? Introduce your classes and start working and see how efficient your program will become when you use the class. So in the module one, we just write a very small, short program, right, in which we go to the purchase order header and we set my class like this, and then for example, from A1 to AA4. This range is taken as a my range in my class. And then when it is a my range, then the system will check whether you are getting or you are letting. So getter class, there are two properties. One is called getter property, the other is letter property. When you are uh, you are obtaining the information from already created. So this is actually getting. And when you are making and changes in the property of setting it up, so that is and it is called letting. You are letting means changing the attributes of that property. Okay, so you have two properties created already. One is get, the other is let, right? And you have this range which is being passed to this. Okay, it will automatically go. You don't have to tell that you want to get. As soon as you attempt to write anything into this class uh, uh, coordinates, then it will automatically go to the let. And if you are going to display any value of that range, so it means you are going to get, this is going to get into the get class. So let's run it, and while keeping this object, this is an immediate window, right, which is open when you go to the view and you go to the immediate, or you press Control G. So this is So whatever you write in the debug.print, this is going to be printed, right? So the first thing it is going to do is go to the purchase order header sheet, right? And let's put a breakpoint in somewhere here, okay? Okay, so what it is going to do is, let's run it and see, it will stop here, okay? So let's run it. Okay, so you have to be inside the project in order of project, okay? Yeah, so it has gone to the PO header sheet as instructed by the programmer, yeah, and it is dimmed, means defined, initialize these variables, and this is the class which is using as a template my class. My class is the template being used to create my class, and in my class it is getting the range. You can give any range in here, A1 to AA4 of the purchase order header. Okay, when this comes, what it is going to do, it is keep an eye in here. You will see this, that it is going to print the customer, the supplier name, right? What it is. Why supplier name? Because the x is 4 and y is 2. The second column in the sheet is supplier name. Yeah, if you see this B, second column, yes. And 4 is this. So supplier J is going to be printed with this, right? Let's click on it. You see supplier J is printed, right? And at the same time, it has a written on the extremely right column of the as a yes, that it has done the operation, for example. Yeah, just an example. So this yes is appearing. Why? Because I show you again. Let's take it here, and now keep an eye in here, and we re-execute it so that you can see what is happening. Yeah, it is writing actually yes. Yeah, what is the yes is written into here, because its value was first updated in the array range, and that is later on. So a lot of work has been done, but look at the size of the code. It is minimized, and the template is being used, which we will discuss in our next video, that how to create this video, my class, and how to set all these things. So what we do is we take the control to here, so that it executes the getter class. Okay, so let's start from here, and we stop it here, and then from here we press F8 so that you see what it is going to do. Since it is this class is that place this thing into this, that is called, so what property is going to be executed? See, press F8, so it is going to take you the let class, right? Because it is updating the range. That's why it is going to get to the let class. It did not go to get class because it was not displaying. The command was to perform a let operation, means change the array range, the cell in which the data has to come. So now this is going to perform all this, and you will see that it will stop here, and this is all. And when will it would go to the get prop? This is the place where it will go to the get prop. Right? Let's press F8. Okay? So it is going to the get prop because it is not going to put anything into the array. Rather, it is going to take the data from the array. That's why it has automatically went to the get property, yeah, and it is now going to get the data from here. So that's why it is there. Anyway, we will discuss it from with a real life example in coming videos. So stay tuned to us. Thank you very much.